What's your most disturbing, scary or creepy true story? I was around 11 years old and I woke up in the middle of the night to a man straddled on top of me with his hand over my mouth and nose. He told me to roll over and not scream. I rolled onto the floor and tried to scream bloody murder. I say tried cause when you are truly terrified it can take a second to find your voice. My mom heard me screaming and came in and fought with the guy. He was at least 6 feet, she was 5 feet 3 inches and scared him enough with the fighting and screaming that he took off out the window he had come in through. Never did catch him. When I was a kid and lived in my old apartment, my mom befriended the downstairs neighbor and would often invite her over for coffee and tea because she was always so lonely. A few weeks went by without hearing from her, so we both go downstairs and knock on the door. It was like a movie where when you knock the door slowly crept open as if it had been this way for a while. We walked inside and found her in the bathtub covered in blood and the smell was disgusting. Apparently the lady's girlfriend left her and she couldn't handle the pain. My mom's way of comforting me was, "Don't worry, Mark. She was our friend so she won't haunt us, gee thanks mom." I was outside playing with friends one afternoon. We were around 9 or 10. We lived in a quiet area. As we were playing, we noticed a man in a truck drive by over and over again. Each time he passed my friend's yard, he would drive slowly. We then realized that this man was recording us with one of those old handheld recorders. It freaked us out. We ran inside their house and called his mom. She told them they needed to stay inside and that I should go home. I tried explaining that my mom wasn't home at the moment, but she still made me leave. I lived about a mile or 2 down the road. I've never ran so fast in my life. I was terrified that man was going to find me as I was running back home. When my mom found out what happened, she was super pissed off my friend's mom hadn't allowed me to stay at their house until she could come pick me up. My wife and I stayed at a small rental property in Bath, UK this spring. Whilst in bed I heard the gate to the property, right outside our bedroom window, open and close quietly. This immediately made me jump up and become alert. I heard someone trying to quietly walk on the gravel walkway to our front door until the motion sensor light came on. I saw a person's shadow dart against the wall outside of our room and instantly went into attack mode. I ran into the kitchen and grabbed a knife from the wooden block and stood at the front door ready to pounce. It was silent for way too long and then I heard someone running away and the gate slam. My wife said that once the motion light turned off the person took off running. I have no idea what their intentions were, but I almost stabbed the hell out of someone that night. It still gives me goosebumps thinking about it. I honestly thought I was going to die. Face plastered on the news type of death. I was 20 and hanging out with some friends on this old bridge in a small community called El Lobo that was in the middle of nowhere. It was late. We parked the truck on the bridge and had the headlights on so we could see how much alcohol we were drinking while we stood around. I looked off the edge of the bridge towards the bank of the little creek below, and I fucking froze. This plant was growing, like, feet per second. Jack and the Beanstalk speed, Little Shop of Horrors, sentient green plant was coming to life. It had to be alien. No way around it. It was going to eat me and my friends. My heart was pounding, I was sweating and shaking. All of this thought and fear happened in less than a second. Then I realized someone threw a cigarette butt over the bridge and what I was seeing was the smoke rising in the headlights, and it looked fucking weird. Thankfully my friend saw as well and had the same moment of horror. That was almost 8 years ago and we still talk about it. Thank you very much for watching my video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next video.